BMW just dropped a bomb. The 2026 F450 GS changes everything. The adventure motorcycle world is officially on edge because BMW just dropped something that could completely flip the middleweight ADV segment upside down. The 2026 BMW F 450 GS isn't just another beginner-friendly adventure bike like everyone expected. No, this thing feels like a calculated strike straight at the heart of the market. Lightweight, aggressive, and unmistakably GS, the F450 GS looks less like a compromise and more like BMW quietly saying, "This is the future, deal with it." And riders everywhere are starting to realize this bike might be way more dangerous than it looks. At first glance, the F450 GS screams Dakar DNA. The tall stance, sharp bodywork, and unmistakable GS front end make it look like a baby rally bike that escaped straight from BMW's race department. But don't let the smaller displacement fool you. This machine looks ready to pick fights with bikes way above its weight class. BMW didn't design this to feel cheap, soft, or watered down. They designed it to feel serious, purpose-built, almost intimidating for a so-called entry-level adventure bike. Now let's talk about what has everyone buzzing: the engine. BMW's new 450cc parallel twin is expected to deliver a punchy, high-revving personality with real-world torque where it actually matters. This isn't about massive top speed. It's about control, traction, and confidence on loose terrain. Early whispers suggest BMW tuned this engine to feel lively and aggressive, not tame and boring. Combine that with a lighter overall weight, and suddenly the F450 GS starts looking like one of the most fun adventure bikes BMW has ever built. But here's where things get really interesting. BMW didn't cheap out on the tech. This is not a bare-bones ADV bike. We're talking ride modes, traction control, cornering ABS, and advanced electronics tuned specifically for off-road riding. That means real confidence for new riders and serious capability for experienced ones. BMW basically looked at the competition and said, why not give them premium tech too? And that decision alone could completely change expectations in this class. Off-road riders are paying close attention for one reason: weight. And BMW knows it. The 2026 F450 GS is expected to come in significantly lighter than its bigger GS siblings, making it easier to handle in sand, mud, and tight trails. That's huge. This is the kind of bike you can actually pick up after a drop without questioning your life choices. For riders who love adventure riding but hate wrestling-heavy machines, the F450 GS might be the answer they've been waiting for. And yet, BMW didn't forget about the street. The suspension is rumored to strike that perfect balance between trail toughness and highway comfort. Upright ergonomics, a comfortable seat height, and excellent wind protection mean this bike isn't just for dirt. It's built for real-world adventure, commuting during the week, exploring backroads on the weekend, disappearing into the wilderness when life gets loud. This bike doesn't lock you into one role. It invites you to do everything. Here's the part nobody expected. BMW may have just made one of the smartest beginner adventure bikes ever. The F450 GS looks unintimidating on paper, but in reality, it feels like a machine that grows with you. New riders can feel safe and confident, while experienced riders get something playful, capable, and genuinely exciting. That's a rare balance, and BMW seems to have nailed it. But make no mistake, this bike is a threat. KTM, Honda, Yamaha, everyone in the lightweight and middleweight ADV space should be paying attention. Because if BMW delivers the F450 GS at the rumored price point, it could completely disrupt the segment overnight. Premium build, real off-road ability, modern electronics, iconic GS styling. That's a dangerous combination. The 2026 BMW F 450 GS isn't trying to be the biggest, fastest, or most powerful adventure bike. It's trying to be the most usable, the one riders actually take off-road, the one they don't baby, the one that makes adventure riding feel accessible again, instead of intimidating. And honestly, that might be the boldest move BMW has made in years. So stay locked in. because, as more details emerge, the F450 GS is shaping up to be one of the most important adventure motorcycles BMW has ever released. This isn't just a new model, it's a warning shot. And if BMW gets this right, the 2026 F450 GS could become the bike that redefines what adventure riding looks like for the next generation.